Hey, what up, Todd 1822? Here to do my NFL recap of Week 1. I'm a starter with the opening game on Wednesday night. The Super Bowl champions New York Giants went against the Dallas Cowboys. Tony Romo, 3 touchdowns. Kevin Ogletree caught 2. DeMarco Murray, a buck 30, and they beat the Giants 24-17. The Houston Texans versus the Miami Dolphins. Ryan Tannehill threw 3 interceptions. No shocker right here to that Houston Texans defense. To me, the Texans are the most complete team in the AFC. They got a defense, a passing game, and a rushing game. The New York Jets versus the Buffalo Bills. Now, the New York Jets, this offense was atrocious in the preseason, but you never buy into the preseason when it headed into the regular season. Mark Sanchez balled out. 3 touchdowns. The New York Jets put up 48 points on the Bills. Nobody expected the Jets to have the most points by week 1. And the score was 48-28. Ryan Fitzpatrick, this guy got paid. He had been stinking up ever since Mario Williams got that big contract to help the defense out. He didn't show up in this game. Tim Tebow was a non-factor because, like I said, Mark Sanchez balled out. The Washington Redskins versus the New Orleans Saints without Sean Payton out for the year. Jonathan Vilma, and Will Smith won the appeal. Will Smith played, Jonathan Vilma didn't. But RG3 was balling in this game. 300 yards, no INTs, 2 touchdowns, and the Saints got beat. And I didn't expect this. I didn't expect the Saints to get beat by the Washington Redskins. 42-32. Didn't expect this at all. The Minnesota Vikings versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Minnesota Vikings defeated the Jaguars in overtime 26-23. Adrian Peterson, 84 yards with 2 touchdowns. The Atlanta Falcons versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Julio Jones balled out in this game. Julio Jones will have his breakout season this year. Rodney White, Julio Jones, and Matt Ryan. This is going to be an explosive offense for the Atlanta Falcons this year. They won 40-24. The New England Patriots versus the Tennessee Titans. No surprise right here. Brady 2 touchdowns. The Patriots defeated them 34-13. Chris Johnson didn't show up. Chris Johnson, you got paid big money. Now you got to play big time, and he ain't do that, in a long time. It's been a long time when you said that's a Chris Johnson signature game right there. He ain't had that game, since he got that contract. Detroit Lions survived a scare against the St. Louis Rams. Matthew Stafford, 3 INTs. Calvin Johnson got 100 receiving yards. Calvin Johnson said, I want to have 100 receiving yards in every game. He can do it. He's that talented. 27-23, like I said. The Philadelphia Eagles versus the Cleveland Browns. This was a pitiful performance by Michael Vick. 4 interceptions. Brandon Wheaton threw 4 himself, but he's a rookie, so I understand that. But Michael Vick, decision making was terrible out there. But the most important thing, my Philadelphia Eagles got the victory 17-16. Chicago Bears versus the Indianapolis Colts. Bear fans are happy now. They got an explosive offense. They always had a good defense. Brandon Marshall, Jay Cutler, that chemistry always been good since the days in Denver. 42-21 Chicago. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Carolina Panthers. It was none of this right here because Cam Newton struggled out there. The run game didn't do anything for Cam Newton out there. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense was really good, and they defeated the Panthers 16-10. The Arizona Cardinals versus the Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson on 4th down got the ball to Braylon Edwards. He dropped it, and the Arizona Cardinals got the victory 20-16. And John Skelton got hurt. Kevin Kolb, the guy who got the lead. Now let's see, can Kevin Kolb keep his job this time and do not lose it again to John Skelton? The San Francisco 49ers versus the Green Bay Packers. The San Francisco 49ers defense was excellent in this game right here. Alex Smith looked a lot better. Michael Crabtree going to have a better year because the additions of Mario Manningham and Randy Moss, he caught a touchdown. The Packers offense still really good, but that defense is horrible. When you look at the game, you like, Aaron Rodgers had some bad numbers. Great as the defense played, For the Niners, Aaron Rodgers still has some good stats, but the Packers don't run the ball. So, of course, they'll make the Niners look a lot better because they barely run the ball anyway. Rodgers got to carry this team, and it's not a good thing right here. He cannot put this team on his back and just keep trying to outscore everybody. The defense got to step up. And the Niners, that defense plays so good out there. You wouldn't think they did. You look at Aaron Rodgers' stats, but they balled out. The Denver Broncos versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Everybody wondering, is Peyton Manning healthy? Yes, Peyton Manning is healthy. What do you got to do to prove he's healthy? Get hit by a bus? Because they kept acting like he has to get hit by a bus to prove he's still healthy. Peyton Manning was balling out there. They defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers 31-19. The Baltimore Ravens versus the Cincinnati Bengals 44-13. This will be Joe Flacco breakout year. The San Diego Chargers versus the Oakland Raiders. Philip Rivers, no INTs this game because last season he was a turnover machine. 22-14. Oakland Raiders, bad trade for Carson Palmer. He's out of his prime. Terrible trade. So that's my week 1 recap of the NFL. I can't wait for week 2. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.